Our next guest, Mark Boerebach, is, well, to say he's an expert on the Australian music charts of the 80s and into the early 90s really understates this extraordinary talent this young man has. He can recall the top 5 songs from any week at the drop of a hat.
And we're going to test him out on that in just a moment. But he has Asperger's syndrome, which is a type of autism, and it affects the way that Mark experiences the world. And I suppose to put it into context, if you remember the character that Dustin Hoffman played in the movie Rainman, he had the same syndrome. And Mark joins us in the studio right now. Good morning, Mark.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Steve and Sandy.
And I suppose the reason Mark's in the news is because there's a documentary being made about him at the moment. And Mark, what's it been like making this documentary and having it made about you?
Very adventurous and a lot of fun.
Now, here's the deal. You're telling me that I can give you a date and you can give me the top 5.
Yep, sure can. Any date.
Sandy, shall we try him out?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Give me the top 5 songs in the Australian charts. Let's say February 78.
Oh, February 1978. That's right at the beginning of my quote. I'll give it a go.
You want me to modify it?
No, it's all right. I'll give it a go. I might not be exact, but I'll be pretty close. Okay, number 1, we would have had Eruption, I Can't Stand the Rain. At number 2, we had Boney M, By the Rivers of Babylon. At number 3, we had a song from... we'll get there. We had Strawberry Letters by Brother Johnson. At number 4, More of a Guitar by Paul McCartney. And at number 5, we had Ego from Elton John.
I don't believe
that is fantastic.
How do you do
we
that?
have to say he has nothing in front of him. There's no sheets of paper giving him these questions and answers. This is not a setup.
No.
This is off the top
Mark,
of our
how do you do it?
Basically, when you said 78, the first thing that came into my head was like artists like Boney M, Paul McCartney, all the Bee Gees and all that kind of stuff. And then I sort of then focus into February. Then I think of the artists who were big in February, and then I'll zoom into that particular week. And when you said February, I automatically went into the 26th of Feb 1978.
Now, Mark, this ability to remember this so well is all part of the Asperger's syndrome that you have. Can you just quickly tell us what it means to have that?
Basically, to me, it's 2 things. It's sort of social etiquette, and the second thing is sensory overload. Basically, with social etiquette, I'm pretty good with a lot of things, but sometimes I find myself guessing situations. And with the sensory overload, it's more... If an average person walks into the room where there's a lot of lighting or sound, it's no problem to them, but to an Aspie, they tend to feel a lot of anxiety because the lights and the sounds may overwhelm them.
But the side product is that you have this most amazing memory.
It is. It feels great.
And why the 1980s? Sorry, Steve, I want to know why that decade of music.
Because I had a very enjoyable childhood. A lot happened, and there was a lot of the memories that I have associate to things which happened in my life, like the first week I started high school in February 1983. The number 1 track that week was Carl Carlton, Baby I Need Your Lovin'.
I don't believe. I want to test you again.
Okay.
January 1989.
Oh, okay. I'll work from number 1 backwards. Number 1, we had the Bricklaimers, I Want to Walk 500 Miles.
I remember that.
Number 2 was Put a Little Love in Your Heart from Annie Lennox and Al Green. At number 3 was Rock and Roll Music by Mental as Anything from the soundtrack of Young Einstein. At number 4, Melissa Etheridge and Baby Come and Hold Me. I can't remember the name of the song. I know the tune. And at number 5 was a song which wasn't... It's a bit shady, but it was in there. It was Kylie Minogue with Jason Donovan, and Especially for You.
Do you have a big record? He's fantastic. Do you have a big record collection at home?
I do. I got to confess, I still have 10 crates of records.
10 crates of vinyl?
Yeah, I sure do.
And is that all 1980 stuff?
It's a lot of stuff you can't get on CD. It's a lot of 12-inch mixes and a lot of just compilations which have a lot of songs that just are not available on CD.
So where did this love of music come, Mark?
Just my family, my brothers were big record buyers. My parents always, when they came back from Holland, they always brought back records and tapes, and music was pretty much in our family. And I can remember my first national Panasonic cassette recorder when I was about 8, 9, and forever listening to the top 40 radio.
As well as being able to rattle off, say, the top 5 songs for a particular week, in a particular month, in a particular year,
right?
What about if I say to you, between 1990 and 1992,
right,
how many hits did Cliff Richard have? I mean,
Oh yeah, I can give that a general go. Automatically, what I think. Okay, we're looking at end of '89. He would have had his album Stronger. He had Stronger in January 1990. And To Be With You was April 1990. And that's it. You only had 2 hits in 1990 through to 92.
Mark, it's just amazing. Will we do one more little quick one? What about...
I love this.
I know you do. That's why I'm doing it. What about the top 5? The top 5 in April of 1984.
Oh, awesome month.
Oh!
That was a great time. Okay, April 1984. Okay, just get the arts together. At number 1, we had Calling Your Name by Marilyn. At number 2, It's a Miracle by Culture Club. At number 3, Hold Me Now by the Thompson Twins. At number 4, Radio Gaga by Queen. And at number 5, we had Elton John and Kiss the Bride.
Mark, you are fantastic.
What was so awesome about 1984?
That was the best year of my life. It's sort of like the crossover period from, I suppose, being a child and moving into that teenage period. It's kind of, I suppose, the innocence of being a child, but you're sort of moving into a different phase of life. And because of so many changes, it was just, a lot happened. And therefore, with that, I associate all the music with it.
And have you got any favourite bands?
I like sort of poppy, disco-y stuff, and I also like sort of a lot of smoochy love ballads, I must admit. But I like a lot of the Giorgio Moroder produced stuff, like Blondie and Irene Cara, Donna Summer. Yeah, and my favourite all-time song would be Berlin, Take My Breath Away, which was one of the last tracks that Giorgio Moroder had produced in 1986.
Is part of your skill the ability to relate a particular song or song title to a particular moment in your life?
It is, yeah. Just for example, just then, Berlin, Take My Breath Away, I remember staying at my relatives in Kirraville that particular week when the song came out, so... Yeah.
What do you remember about one of the worst songs ever recorded? Billy Ray, You Know Who, and Achy Breaky Heart. How could you possibly relate that to a moment?
Can I be horrible and say I love that song?
Get out of here.
I'll tell you the worst song of hit history. It'd have to be Public Image Limited. And again, I could be right, I could be wrong. That's the name of the track.
I've never heard of it.
Nor
it
I.
or them.
It's sort of the Johnny Rotten kind of what would you call Sex Pistols kind of fame thing.
Mark, it's been an absolute pleasure meeting you. Mark is featured in the documentary tonight, Rainman to Rockwiz, airs tonight on SBS at 8 p.m, and the episode of Rockwiz featuring Mark is on Saturday night at 9:20 p.m. It's been fascinating meeting you, and I'm in awe of your memory. Isn't he just unbelievable?
I just think he's... Let me try one more.
Okay.
3rd of December 1990.
3rd of December 1990.
A date.
Okay. Right, okay, here we go. 3rd of December 1990. At number 1, we had Madonna and Rescue Me. At number 2, we had Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. First white rapper. At number 3, we had Snap and Oops Up. At number 4, there's sort of a lot of house music at this time, but we had a ballad from John Farnham called Burn For You.
Great song.
And also too, at the same week, at number 5, John Farnham had another hit called That's Freedom.
That's freedom, he
You'll
did
do
too.
me.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks,
Mark Boerebach, you can see him tonight. The documentary is Rainman to Rockwiz, SBS at 8 o'clock.